Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the news. Before we begin, a quick look at the headlines. Security tightened in Garo Hills ahead of GHADC polls. Curfew extended. Mobile internet suspended in West Garo Hills. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma highlights development push in South Garo Hills. Vision 2032 program marks 8 years of MDA government. SeaWorld Carnival draws crowds in Shillong. Marine-themed event aims to support school and sports club. And Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh releases Defence Vision 2047, roadmap outline for future-ready Indian military. First, the local news in detail. Tension continues in parts of West Garo Hills ahead of the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council elections, prompting the state government to step up security measures to ensure a peaceful poll process. Here is a report.
The Meghalaya government has decided to deploy additional security forces in the Garo Hills region following recent incidents of violence linked to the upcoming Garo Hills Autonomous District Council elections. The decision comes after a former MLA was reportedly assaulted in Tura while on his way to file nomination papers for the council polls. Commissioner and Secretary of the District Council Affairs Department CVD Dengdo said a review meeting with Deputy Commissioners assessed the law and order situation in the region. He added that district authorities have been asked to hold peace committee meetings to ensure smooth elections and confirm that the GHADC polls will not be postponed despite recent disturbances.
You are aware that one of the candidates went to file the nomination. Person went at about 10 a.m. or something, and the person was prevented from filing the nomination. So this is what has happened, and then this report the DC gave us. We have asked the DC to give us a detailed report as to what exactly transpired today. As you are aware, this matter now has gone to the Honorable High Court. It is under the adjudication of the Honorable High Court. This matter has been taken up in the Honorable High Court. So we are awaiting that decision.
Meanwhile, late on March 9, Chibinang in West Garo Hills witnessed violent unrest during tensions surrounding the nomination process. Several shops were vandalized and some reportedly set ablaze. Police resorted to blank firing to disperse crowds and restore order, while a police vehicle was also damaged in the disturbance. Security forces, including the Central Reserve Police Force, have been deployed, with senior officials and magistrates closely monitoring the situation. In response to the unrest, the government suspended mobile internet services in West Garo Hills for 48 hours and imposed a 24-hour curfew across the district. District Magistrate Vibhor Agarwal has now extended the curfew for another 48 hours from midnight March 11 to midnight March 13, citing continued threats to public safety and property. During this period, residents have been asked to remain indoors, while educational institutions, markets, banks and offices will remain closed except for essential services such as hospitals and pharmacies. Authorities say strict security measures and community coordination are being put in place to ensure that the GHADC elections are conducted peacefully across the Garo Hills region. Bureau Report, DD News, Meghalaya.
Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma attended the Our Magnificent Vision 2032 Meghalaya program at the Sports Complex in Bagmara, marking 8 years of the Meghalaya Democratic Alliance government. Addressing the gathering, the Chief Minister highlighted major investments in the district, including projects in public health engineering, education and tourism, along with infrastructure works worth over 2,000 crores. Benefits under the Focus Plus program and the Green Meghalaya initiative were also distributed during the event.
Development rangko jaha. Ano yako akanon? Darang ko ba nga matnange ganjenga. Andeban sa kantian Yarang Kromasia Arbaka Baruta Bulsirangna South Carol's district ko namin nigleka.
The first ever Sea World Carnival in Shillong has attracted large crowds with unique attractions including a mermaid show and colourful fish displays. Organized by Yaiti Lelang Sports Club in collaboration with Disneyland Mela OPC Private Limited, the event aims to raise funds for Pinthorm Kra Higher Secondary School and support activities of the sports club. Speaking to DD News Meghalaya, several attendees expressed satisfaction and appreciation for the initiative taken by the sports club. Visitors were delighted by the attractions of the carnival, which offered a rare entertainment for families and children.
Kabiang nama bersate sabar kalau kami kayu sini pat kalau kadang kadang biang kalau kabas ketanat baru mentah kabas bah.
I really love this place because I love aquamarine and all, and you could see my outfit also. So it's interesting. Thank you.
Ni napok ke sports club ni kuat menyalam yang kini namta ba ni kuat raise funds and charity for the balingkong de kadi ya school kani Pinthorm Kra LB school but ya ka club ni dia ngakapat di baru abu penyewan lang ni banyak pejang ni ka Sea World Mela penyewan yalam kibun mo jingdan kam jang ni school nama kani school menta ka funds ru kala dunaha banyo ni kini kuai te kumangi na po snong kum tu pedang ikwa panyarap ya ka school snong kan dia ngi raise funds gitu kibun ki jing dunang to po school like ki yaki students yaki teachers and ki infrastructure ek tu te ngi ai ki te kat ha ki kwa penuse maki.
The Officers Club, in collaboration with the district administration, today organized a tourism workshop at the community hall in Maukirwat to promote tourism and strengthen coordination among stakeholders. Speaking at the program, Maukirwat MLA Renington L. Tongkhar said the tourism sector has strong potential to generate employment for local youth and could become a key source of livelihood in Southwest Khasi Hills district. The workshop was attended by tourist sport operators, local entrepreneurs and tourism enthusiasts from across the district.
Nasto tenang, bangkalo konser sirkom, ada stopa, new totally new homestay kalau ada construction, saya kemarin totally. Kita tu homestay, satu kalau totally kita ada. Let's say ada street yang berkuai. Nila jan boy umatnya kita lagi pada spot kalau jan dalam spot lagi homestay. Mereka tu dah dikeli wahai bahada kita sekimuan betul hanya dengan kalistik kejungi. Kajing keli kalau kat no senam kinsan kini homestay. Hakaba lalu kita sekimuan tangkap lolah penekan kini homestay.
The Social Welfare Department of East Jaintia Hills marked the 11th anniversary of Beti Bachao Beti Padhao and International Women's Day at Sutnga Ilaka Community Hall with cultural programs and awards to SHGs and community groups. Addressing the gathering, Assistant Commissioner F1 highlighted women's achievements but expressed concern over low female representation in civil services, urging girls to pursue higher education and leadership roles. Around 443 participants, including students and community members, attended the event.
Your support and presence. Self-help group manto kini group organize lembut. Memang berkelanjutan spesial lagi hai. Siapa mahu awal self-help group yang Meghalaya manto kini cara organize hai. Memanti dikreakan ini, yang apa unity pergi. Jadi dikreakan unity di warna yang kata women empowerment. Jadi untuk goal yang hai atau yang terbaik tadi atau untuk financial standing, the warna yang self independent. Yan daw isa bila hidup di sa Wikipedia.
As part of the celebration of International Women's Day, the District Rural Development Agency (DRDA) Reboy District organized a special program at the District Library Hall to recognize the contribution of women in society. The event was attended by Nongpo MLA Meralbon CM, MDC Rona Kimdai, along with Deputy Commissioner Abhilash Baranwal and other district officials. During the program, 4 self-help groups, 4 village organizations, community gender and health activists and community resource persons were honored for their outstanding performance and contribution to community development.
Principle in the world of competition and be a game changer, not only for those we help, but often comes from the country.
We are celebrating the International Women's Day to commemorate the rule, to commemorate the contribution of we, the women, in different walks of life towards the betterment of our society. Unless and until a woman gets a platform, she would not be able to contribute or display her responsibility as a woman, and this will create an imbalance in the role or in the contribution as human beings towards our society.
The Community Institute of Technology on Monday felicitated trainees who completed courses in fashion designing and bridal makeup during a certificate awarding program held at Jaintia Eastern College Hall in Clariat. The training was conducted under Skills Meghalaya, funded by the Meghalaya State Skill Development Society. Officials encouraged the trainees to use their skills for self-employment, while certificates were distributed under the Skills Meghalaya initiative supported by MSSDS.
Skill Development Officer idan bet ban kerjaan nepi, maka office ini kedan bet kerjaan nepi banyeram ki placements ki prepare hapo state bat sabar jong ka state tu. Ti haban penyiar ki jum perkan, haban long ready ban expose ya lagi syaki we ki jakaru. Ti kemba ong mai ada pilih tang Arsenal laisnam pindalek sabar Kalaper, ka iyo jung pi ki jum perkat jung pi kalaper, your personality development jung pi kalaper, tibat pila ban ra kitu ki ideas ban pintre gampat hapo state lejong hapo district lejong but what hapo regional lejong.
Entrepreneurs from across Reboy district showcased their products at the 29th District Level Industrial Exhibition 2026 held at the NSCA ground in Pahang CA. The event was organized by the District Commerce and Industry Centre. The 2-day exhibition was inaugurated by Nongpo MLA Meralbon CM, who appreciated the initiative and highlighted the importance of such platforms in promoting local entrepreneurs. Participants displayed a variety of locally made products, including homemade wines, handicrafts and agricultural produce.
Trading center ini.
Langsam kam kijami kebetulan.
Industries Department ke digawin ni ki Department ki baladan ke benda ke bakrau ban pentikna ba ki nongseng kam lajong kinyo ya kilat kilenti ki babit ki babiang na ke benda beginian halagi jong ki kijan kilawan bania kendu kumbahan armut kilong kebi banwan ban panjing arab lembat application ke jongki ke bagi ong bangi kwa bapin yarab ba na ke benda bangin tit yo sai bangin tanjan bagadang keli yaki ngong ba kei filale bro sikata ki kam sudah jutre But kilay chu ki ong bangi thai ni jai.
The traditional religious festival Thep Mauba Lumshieng concluded in Lamin village yesterday after 2 days of rituals organized by Sainrait Lamin Lapo with support from the Dorbar Shnong. The Thep Mauba in Lamin village is a deeply rooted religious festival passed down through generations. The festival, rooted in the indigenous faith Nyamtre, involves sacred rites where the bones of the deceased are placed in the Mau Nyam, believed to ensure peace and protection for departed souls.
Abau beriu ne kebriu kilayap, no kilabu hi cikatang. Dia ku mentah kasengir dia penbait dia kasengraj, ya kasengir katarik, katayo kepada ben lum balang yang kisi yang kibahai cikatang. Mentah kasengir labu jong tumot ubala pen krek jong kayeng. Bakini kibalayap kidi ben poi tak masuk ke basain. Sia kata kacaka kibadolang kini temen ki kepatemen. Lene ki main ben ki merat ki parat ki baladon bala syulfa kan kumu je jungi kini ki brio dekat bang padeu ketemu ba ki nempat pois kata kaca bala bekran ta jungi kede kata lalu mentah kasngin untuk kalimat mu mentah kat jinya inti jungi kede bala kala pois ru tiga.
Moving on to the regional news. Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma today launched the third edition of the Orunodoi scheme, extending financial assistance to nearly 40 lakh women across Assam. Under the initiative, each beneficiary received Rs 9,000 with funds distributed at about 3,800 locations across the state. The Chief Minister said the scheme aims to strengthen families by providing direct financial support to women. Similar programs for transferring the assistance amount were also held in several districts of Assam.
This scheme is ongoing from 2028. So we have already won 3 elections after doing this scheme. But unlike other states, there is no mass transfer. This transfer is limited to certain category of women, female population. So this is a very controlled scheme, not linked with election, because we are doing it for last 6 years. Assam is the oldest state to have to transfer a fund to the women beneficiary directly. But we are doing it in a very controlled manner. We have 7 criteria and we are following those criteria like widow, divyang, family having cancer patient in home. This is a completely scheme with lot of compassion. There is nothing to do with election, because if it is to be done with election, then everyone should have got.
A look at the national stories. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today released Defence Forces Vision 2047, a roadmap for a future-ready Indian military in New Delhi in the presence of Anil Chauhan and other senior officials. The document outlines plans to strengthen jointness and coordination among the armed forces and transform the Indian armed forces into a modern and technologically advanced force aligned with India's goal of becoming a developed nation by 2047. The Union Cabinet, chaired by Narendra Modi, has approved the extension of the Jal Jeevan Mission until December 2028 with an enhanced outlay of Rs 8.69 lakh crore to strengthen rural drinking water service delivery. Briefing the media in New Delhi, Information and Broadcasting Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw also announced that the Cabinet has approved granting international status to Madura Airport to boost tourism, trade and regional connectivity in southern Tamil Nadu.
जल जीवन मिशन 1.0 का एम था सर्विस डिलीवरी और सस्टेन्ड वे में इसको आगे बढ़ाना, ये 2.0 का एम है। इसीलिए कम्युनिटी को इन्वॉल्व करना इसमें प्राइमरी रोल रहेगा। आज का दूसरा बड़ा फैसला है मदुरई एयरपोर्ट को इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट डिक्लेयर करना। तमिलनाडु में जो 3 सबसे बड़े शहर हैं उसमें चेन्नई, कोयम्बतूर और मदुरई। मदुरई सांस्कृतिक केंद्र का बड़ा एक बहुत पुराना शहर है और सांस्कृतिक केंद्र है, बहुत बड़ा एजुकेशनल हब है, बहुत बड़ा हेल्थ केयर का हब है और बहुत बड़ा रिलीजियस और कल्चरल श्रद्धा का एक बड़ा स्थान है। लोकेशन अगर हम देखें मदुरई की तो आसपास बड़े शहरों के साथ इसका मदुरई एयरपोर्ट का कनेक्टिविटी लगातार है।
News around the globe. US President Donald Trump has said the ongoing war against Iran could be short-lived, but warned that the conflict could escalate if Tehran attempts to disrupt global oil supplies. Speaking to reporters, Trump said the United States is close to eliminating Iran's ballistic missile capabilities and hinted at intensified action if oil flow through key routes such as the Strait of Hormuz is threatened. He also expressed disappointment over the appointment of Mojtaba Khamenei as Iran's new leader.
Have no choice. Number one, if we didn't go in, they would have come in after us, because I see the Democrats trying to justify it, and they're failing because the voter on the street is saying, you got to be kidding. But I see where they're going, where they're always saying, no, there was no reason. Well, I'll give you the best reason of all. Within a week, they were going to attack us 100%. They were ready. They had all these missiles, far more than anyone thought, and they were going to attack us. But they were going to attack all of the Middle East and Israel. And if they had a nuclear weapon, they would have used it on Israel. And this was going to be a major attack. And they had all of those missile sites and all those launchers that we got rid of, about 80% of them right now, by the way. Got rid of most of the, see, it's died down to a trickle. There are very few launchers left. What our military has done is amazing. They wiped out almost 20%, maybe 22, 23%, but the rest are going very quickly.
Lastly, news around sports. Cabinet Minister Sanbar Shalai today inaugurated the second State Junior Inter-District Basketball Championship 2026 at Raitlaban College, organized by the East Khasi Hills District Basketball Association in collaboration with the Meghalaya Basketball Association. In his address, Shalai encouraged young athletes to balance sports with education and wished the participating teams success.
Come on, box out them.
Education is not a preparation for life. Education is life itself. And coming to the role of the teachers is like a candle, it consumes itself to light the way for others. Participating teams.
In Tura, the minimum temperature stands at 19 degrees Celsius, the maximum temperature at 31 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 53%. Moving on to Shillong, the minimum temperature stands at 14 degrees Celsius, the maximum temperature at 23 degrees Celsius, the relative humidity is 62%. Lastly, in Jowai, the minimum temperature stands at 14 degrees Celsius, the maximum temperature at 24 degrees Celsius, the relative humidity is 73%, and the rainfall is 9.5 millimeters. And the forecast in Tura, Shillong and Jowai says partly cloudly sky most likely to occur. Before we conclude, a recap of the headlines. Security tightened in Garo Hills ahead of GHEDC polls. Curfew extended, mobile internet suspended in West Garo Hills. Chief Minister Conrad Sangma highlights development push in South Garo Hills. Vision 2032 program marks 8 years of MDA government. Sea World Carnival draws crowds in Shillong. Marine-themed event aims to support school and sports club. And Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh releases Defence Vision 2047, roadmap outlined for future-ready Indian military. With that, dear viewers, we come to the end of the news bulletin. For more updates, join us tomorrow at the same time, same channel. Until then, goodbye.